Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Student Diaries. My name is Benson Mumba, and today's episode we're talking about something every student, every dreamer, as well as every human being faces at some point in life, and that is failure. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive deep into today's topic. I know we don't like talking about it, we always avoid it, but failure is not the opposite of success. I want to make that clear to you. It is actually part of the journey to success. So therefore, let's be real here. As students, as young people, we all face moments that feel like the end of the road. Maybe you failed an exam that you studied so hard for. Maybe you lost a scholarship. Maybe you didn't get that internship or job interview or anything that you hoped for. Or maybe you feel like no matter how hard you try, you are still behind everyone. Then this message is actually for you. I know it hurts, it's discouraging, and in that moment, failure feels permanent. But the truth is, failure is just temporary. So failure teaches us that success never can. When you fail, you learn. You learn how to be resilient, you discover your weaknesses, not so you can quit, but so you can improve. Think about the greatest achievers in the world. Many of them failed before they succeeded. They were rejected, criticized, and doubted. But what set them apart was not perfection, but it was persistency. So instead of asking yourself, why me? Why did I fail? Ask yourself, what did I learn from this? What you must know and understand is that when you fail, that doesn't mean you have failed to do something. It means there's something that you're not doing. There's a saying that goes like, winners never quit, because quitters never win. So failure comes in, immediately you quit, or immediately you give up. So what you should know is that every winner out there, everyone who's successful, follow them and ask them. They've failed at some point, because it's life. It's actually part of the journey. So just because you failed an exam before, that doesn't mean you're a failure. You become a failure when you decide to give up and quit school, or maybe quit university, or quit whatsoever that you're doing. That's when you become a failure. So now, after failure, there's always bouncing back. Or after discovering that there's something wrong that you're doing, there's actually a way of getting back to the top. So what am I saying? First of all, in order for you to bounce back after failure, is you must accept it. Don't deny, run away from it, or maybe hide it. You have to own it. It happened, and it's part of life. It's part of the journey. So you have to accept every time you fail. I remember some few months back when I took part in one of the biggest decisions I've ever made in my life, which was taking part in the student union as a minister. I failed terribly. I failed, but I'm not a failure. I know I'm not a failure because I'm going to do it again. You become a failure when you quit. When you decide not to go back again, that's when you become a failure. So another thing is that you have to reflect on it. You have to reflect on it. You have to discover where you went wrong. Was it because you lacked preparation? Or maybe it just wasn't your time, so it was wrong timing? Or maybe it was just bad luck. But I actually don't believe in bad luck though. Yeah, I actually don't believe in bad luck. But timing, yes, I really do believe in bad luck. I was actually raised up in a Christian home where we believe in the Bible, and there's this verse that has always kept me going, and that is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1 to 8, which talks about everything that happens under heavens happens at that time when God chooses. So I believe in time. So when you fail, sometimes it's not because there's something wrong that you're doing. Sometimes it's just wrong timing, or maybe you just didn't prepare well. Yeah. And then the other thing is that you also have to adjust and try again. Failure is only final if you give up. Learn, adjust, and step forward again. So as I was saying, failure becomes failure when you decide not to bounce back. When you decide to quit after failing, that's when you become a failure. But when you bounce back, trust me, failure is no longer there. Then the other thing is that don't compare yourself to others. I think this is one of the biggest mistakes most of us have been making out there. We compare ourselves to others. Just because someone succeeded earlier than you, then you're a failure. No. Just because someone won earlier than you, then you're a failure. No. Everyone has their own journey. That's the first thing that you should understand. So just because someone succeeded earlier, faster than you, then it means you are behind. No. Your time will come. Let's believe in time. So my message is that if you are listening right now and if you feel like you're a failure, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not a failure. You are not defined by an exam that you failed, or the opportunity that you lost, or the mistakes that you made. Just because you failed an exam by ECZ, then you're a failure. No, it doesn't really work that way. Failure is just proof that you tried, and trying means you're already ahead of those who never tried, those who never dared. As the saying goes, they say failing is better than not trying at all. So when you try and things don't go your way, that doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means there's something that you're not doing and you have to work on it, reflect on it, and make sure that you do the correct stuff. At the end of the day, it's gonna go well for you too. So next time you'll be down, or next time you stumble, remember, it's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you rise back up. That's all that matters. So ladies and gentlemen, it's been me, Benson Mumba, and this is Student Diaries. Thank you for listening. And remember, failure is not the end. Failure is not the end. It's a stepping stone for something greater. Thank you very much for staying with me. It's been me, Benson Mumba. Thank you very much. See you in the other episode.